Hello and welcome to a new episode of Bahrain Today with me, Fatma Al-Bastigi. Today we will host guests from different fields and sectors. Stay tuned. Al-Haqeel Medical Center is one of the best providers of dental, cosmetic, medical, and derma treatment services in the Kingdom and the Middle East. Let's take a look at this report. Here with us in the studio tonight is Mr. Yusuf Al-Dawadi. Welcome to Bahrain Today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here with us. In the beginning, can you introduce yourself and the center to the viewers?
Definitely. My name is Yusuf Al-Dawadi and I've graduated from the New York Institute of Technology in the year 2008. And I'm currently working at Al-Haqeel Polyclinics.
Yes.
I have 10 years experience in the marketing field. And here we are today.
You're doing an amazing job at Al-Haqeel. We want to know more about the center if it's possible.
Yes, the center actually, we inaugurated the center at the beginning of the year, January 2019.
Yes.
We are currently located behind Sif, behind Zain building in Sif area. In Sif area, yes. And it's a 14-story polyclinic where Dr. Amjad and Atif Al-Haqeel are both visionaries in this field. They started out in the year 1991 in Al-Bandariya and Al-Khubar.
Yeah.
And they had their first center. They only wanted to do it in orthodontics. And ever since they have expanded in the field, in the industry to add more.
Yes, and we can see this today in the center.
They are, Al-Haqeel Polyclinics is basically pioneers in orthodontics.
Okay.
So when they started that out in 1991, they did not expect it to grow, the industry to grow this much.
Yes.
And after their first center, they opened a laboratory where they provided top-of-the-line machines and doctors to innovate new ways into this
Bring
growing.
better services to the customers.
Better services, yeah, and new ways into this industry.
Yeah, I've been to the center, and I must say that the facility overall and the staff there, their friendliness, and even the level of services that you provide
so much,
is great. Yeah. So we want to know more about the services that you provide.
The services we provide is basically we provide all dental services where it comes to crowns, bridges, teeth cleaning, teeth whitening, Hollywood smiles, veneer.
Name it.
You name it, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And from derma services, from hair removal to Botox to fillers to beauty services, skin treatments, all types of skin treatments, carbon laser, hydrofacials, and so on and so forth.
That's great. I mean, it's great to have a center where you have all of these services under one umbrella. It makes it easier for the customer to have a one-stop if they need to go to more than one clinic.
Yes. Currently, you're right. It's 14-story.
Yes.
It's all luxury.
Yes.
As you could see.
Yes.
The whole point of it is just making one stop and getting everything done. You wouldn't have to worry about parking.
Yes.
Because we already have a four-story multi-car park.
Yes.
And the amount of services we have inside is enough for the market currently now.
Yes, that's really, really great. And I want to know why Bahrain? Why did they decide to open the center here in Bahrain?
Currently now, in the GCC in general, within the next 3 to 4 years, there's going to be an increase of around 12% when it comes to cosmetics, expenditures. So basically, if you notice the curve, the market growth for this particular segment is growing heavily every
Yes.
year.
Yes.
People in this region like to take care of themselves, both men and women,
Of course.
from all different ages
Yes.
and age groups. So it is increasing, so there is a demand for it.
Yes.
And wherever there is a demand for it, Al-Haqil will be there, for sure.
You need to have a good supply
Yeah.
for the customers. And can you share some of the successful stories, from the center?
Definitely, yeah. When it comes to orthodontics, what we basically do is we have specialists when it comes to different fields. So when you would go to any hospital, a dentist would probably do braces.
Yes.
But in Al-Haqil, we provide specialists for specific services. We deal with the most complex problems
Yes.
when it comes to this industry. When it comes to the operations, when it comes to the jaws or
Yes.
replacing crowns, bridges, we do have specialized doctors for each. So whoever comes would get the service from a professional.
Yes. That's really great to know, and we're definitely curious to know what are your future plans? Any more services that you're adding to the list?
Yes, definitely. We currently are opening a VIP service where we would provide you a designated VIP parking, and you would be basically pampered when you come inside the clinic up until the service. You wouldn't be waiting, you wouldn't have to wait in line up until you leave.
We wish you all the best, of course, in the future plans for the center, and I'm sure that you'll be heading to a great place.
Hopefully.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Viewers, we will be right back for more. CFA Society Bahrain advances the interest of the local investment community. The society connects members with other like-minded investment professionals, those interested in joining the profession and the community in the kingdom and around the world. Mutamahin is a graduate training program hosted by the CFA Society in Bahrain. Let's take a look at the following report. With us here in the studio is Mr. Mahmoud Nawar and Mr. Ayman Al-Basri from CFA Society Bahrain. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us. So in the beginning, can you both introduce yourselves to the viewers? We start with you, Mr. Mahmoud.
Okay, my name is Mahmoud Nawar. I'm the president of CFA Society Bahrain. The society is the local representative of CFA Institute, which is based out of Charlottesville in the US.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ayman Al-Basri. I'm the chairman of Mutamahan program. Mutamahan program is a program where we bridge the gap between university students and the employer. And we've been there since 2015.
Okay, so you're both of you answered my next questions regarding CFA and Mutamahan, but we'll dig deeper.
Sure.
We'll start with you, Mr. Mahmoud. Can you tell us more about the society, what it aims for, what is the objectives of the society, and how does it help the members in the society?
Sure. So CFA Society Bahrain, as I said earlier, is a local representation of CFA Institute. To get your designation and become a CFA charter holder, you have to sit through 3 years of exams.
Yes.
Followed by that, you have to become a member of the institute. And to get benefits of that membership, you have to become a member of the local society. CFA Society Bahrain, we have been around in the country since 2006.
Yes.
We have, today we started with 30 members. Today we have more than 260 members.
Wow.
Yeah, so over the past 13 years, we've been growing massively.
Yes.
We are the third largest in what we call the Middle East and Africa, only presided by Saudi and UAE. Now, as a local society, what we do a lot of activities, both for our members and for the community in general.
Yes.
Let me start by our flagship event.
Yes.
We always have what we call the annual forecast dinner, where we bring speakers from the global community, the global financial community, to talk about the recent trends in the market, what's happening in the economy, what to expect in the next month, in the next year, and that usually happens around January. We also have our Charter Award ceremony, which we just held a few weeks back, under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, and our guest speaker was His Excellency Rashid Mi'raj, the Governor of the Central Bank of Bahrain. We also have an upcoming event next Saturday, which I think you'll be there as well. It's the Career Day, where we're bringing a lot. We have a very long list of speakers that are going to be speaking about how to improve your career, how to make career shifts. There will also be a lot of employers there for those people who are interested to understand what employers are looking for. And this career event is going to be open for the public as well.
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
It is open. So we do it for our members primarily, but we open it for a minimal fee for the candidates, the people who are still studying for the exam, and for the general public.
Yes.
That's another thing that we do. We've also recently launched a program called it's a year old now. Actually. It's no longer recent. A program called Qudwa.
Yes.
He'll talk about Mutamahan in a second.
I'm coming for that.
We also launched a year ago a program called Qudwa, and as from the Arabic word Qudwa just means role model.
Yes.
And it's effectively a mentorship program where we bring seasoned CFA charter holders, ones that have somewhere between 8 to 20 years of experience, with candidates who are still sitting for the exam, who are still at the beginning of their careers, ones that have less than 5 years of experience, to learn, or basically to help them and mentor them through their career, through their daily lives. We pair them up for 6 to 9 months, and then they move on to if they want to continue the relationship afterwards. We've had a lot of success last year, and this year we're pairing. So last year we paired 20 people. Yeah. This year we're pairing another 20 together.
Amazing.
These are just some of the initiatives. Of course, on an ongoing basis, on a monthly basis, we also run a lot of educational events. So we run events that talk about the current trends in the market. We invite to that our members, the candidates, in some cases. Depends how big the event. We ran a very nice simulation a few weeks back where we got a lot of the people to talk about, where we got basically a speaker. He put some case studies, they discussed it. All of that is all
under the umbrella
of CFA Society Bahrain. And that's And Mutamahan
it's
was born there as well.
It's amazing to see all of these initiatives and activities. They're directly, impacting students, people at the workforce, whether it's private or, public sector.
Absolutely.
Your initiatives are actually towards benefiting the economy overall at the end of the day. And I want to talk about Mutamahan, Ayman, because I've came and I've experienced Mutamahan a little bit when you guys first launched it. Can you tell us the story behind Mutamahan and what's the aim of the program?
Okay, Mutamahan started as a program where we want to bridge the gap between the university students and the employers.
Yes.
Usually there is a problem, like the outcomes of the university. You have a problem getting a job. It's always lack of experience, lack of the requirements. You're not matching the requirements of the employers. So we thought in the CFA
The
society,
knowledge also of the actual,
Exactly.
workforce requirements.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we thought as a society, like how can we help the society more? Like, because all the initiatives we have focuses on the members and the candidates,
Yes.
but we want to extend our reach to the public as well.
Yes.
And this is like something very dear to me, and I want to help the people. So we decided to create this program, Mutamahan, with the main objective, as I said, to bridge the gap. So we reach out to the employers, our main stakeholder,
Yes.
and we understand from them what they are looking for, what
Yes.
type of people they are recruiting, what type of skills that they want. And we design our program to match these requirements of the employers and
Okay.
the skills. So first, it becomes to the requirements for enrolling the people,
Okay.
those who apply for the program. Our selection criteria is based on what the employer is looking for. It's not about how high your GPA or how low is your GPA. It's about what the employer wants. And we use this in the next stage when we select the people. We gather them. We usually take 60 students every year. And we train them in a very intensive program.
For how long?
It depends on the number of sessions. So
Okay.
usually it's between 10 to 12 sessions.
Okay.
One session a week, and the whole week will be focusing on that session. But the training is only on one day, which
Yes.
is a Saturday.
Yes.
So we accommodate for people who are actually working or on universities.
Yes.
So we cover for that. The topic of the skills, usually the employers, they find it, or they find the students who apply to them, they lack is mainly soft skills.
Yes.
So it's about communication skills, it's
Yes.
about presentation skills, it's about
Leadership.
exactly leadership.
management,
one
these
of the
kind of-
yeah, and one of the most important.
We do interviewing.
Yes, we do interview skills and presentation
Teamwork.
simulations,
Yes.
teamwork. One of the most important thing that the employers wanted us to focus on is ethics.
Yes.
And this is something we proud ourselves, CFA, as ethics, because it's very important for us. It's like, when you go to a doctor, you trust him completely because he is a doctor.
Yes.
It's the same thing for us. When you go to someone who is a CFA, you trust him completely with your money because he's a CFA. He's
Yes.
gonna act as the best ethical standard. It's not because the policy is not there, and something like that.
And what is the feedback that you're getting from the employers when it comes to Mutamahan or other programs as well that you're launching, especially Mutamahan?
Okay. Feedback, I would talk about the results of the program. We started in 2015, 60 students. The next year, 60 students. The next year, so in total, we trained more than 300 Bahraini students.
Amazing.
The outcome would be is how many people got the internships or the
Or
full-time
eventually
jobs.
those internships became jobs.
Yes.
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 So we have 250, more than 250 of those who got the training are actually interning or having full-time jobs in the market here. We're not talking about small companies, we're talking about the big companies.
Yes.
The biggest financial institutions.
The big financial institutions. You just name them, you know
Yes.
them. These are the people we have. And every year we approach them, they give us the chance to recruit more people with them.
That's amazing. I mean, in the beginning, when you guys first started, we weren't seeing much students around us in the Mutamahan program. But now, everywhere I go, I can find someone
who's done the program,
or he is, or she is currently in the program, or they want to be in the program. I mean, it's getting great reputation. They really believe that it's a way to, open doors when it comes to these soft skills that you were talking about.
I'll tell you something even more interesting than that. So, as I said at the beginning, we're affiliated with CFA Institute.
Yes.
And CFA Institute was very generous with us when we started this program, and they sponsored a big chunk of the costs for the first 3 years of the program. Post that, they actually they basically asked us to replicate that program across the globe. And now the CFA Institute is liaising with us. We gave them the rights to the program, and we made it into more of a global initiative across the institute. They want to roll it out in as many societies as they can. One of the things that we did when we gave them the rights to the program is that we said we want, in every time the Mutamahin name is mentioned, Bahrain gets mentioned.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be a global thing.
That's really amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done for this, and it's a victory for Bahrain. I mean, it's added to Bahrain's long list of achievements.
And you have to remember that the society is a group of volunteers.
Yes.
We only have one person who's paid in the society. The rest of us, me, Ayman, everybody else, is a volunteer in the society. And you can't imagine how much the passion that we have in the society about helping the community around us. We have more than 30 volunteers as of now, and they keep growing. We keep getting more people coming up to us and say, we want to help you.
So do they really have to be the certificate holders, the CFA holders?
To volunteer for us? No, not at all. I mean, volunteering, anybody can come and volunteer.
But it opens a way for them to know more about it.
It depends on the functions that we have as a society, because sometimes, for example, social media, technology, we don't really need a charter holder to be handling that function. So it depends on the function that we have.
And as a society in Bahrain, are you considering, exchanging experiences with other societies around the world?
Oh, absolutely. That's what we do. So one of the things that we do every year with other societies in the GCC is that we have what we call a traveling conference. The traveling conference, we bring one speaker that goes around the Gulf, and that's kind of a collaboration between us and the other Gulf countries. Qudwa, for example, we are liaising now with the CFA Society Kuwait and CFA Society Emirates and CFA Saudi to transfer the knowledge on how we set up this Qudwa, this mentorship program, and how we can help them create their own programs.
Yes.
So, and Bahrain now is recognized by the institute itself. One very nice statistic about Bahrain was that Bahrain had the highest membership in women globally.
Wow.
Yeah. So 25%. We have 25% of our members are women.
Hopefully that will be increasing
in
the future.
It's growing. It is growing.
I mean, that's really great how the society has been growing, and the activities and the events, and even the awareness. When it comes to spreading awareness about the events that you host, how do you do that? Do you mainly depend on social media, or do you also depend on your members in the society?
So we do direct marketing. So we send out the emails directly to our members and candidates. So we have access to that kind of database.
Okay.
But to get to the general public, social media is the way. Everybody nowadays is not.
Yes, definitely.
Always looks at their social media.
It's more effective. It's more direct. It reaches to the audience directly.
Yeah.
And did you guys face any challenges when it came to introducing programs such as Qudwa or Mutamahin that you overcame?
Qudwa, it wasn't much of an obstacle. We got the support of, I'm not sure if you can say it on TV, but we got the support of a very large financial institution in Bahrain, and they were willing to support us financially and co-brand the program with their name.
Shows their belief in the model of the program.
They gave us the facilities, they gave us the funding, and they were very supportive.
Yes.
Mutamahin, there was many challenges.
متمهن يعني there is always the challenge. Targeting the right caliber of the students is a challenge.
Yes.
How to reach out to the students. يعني we go to the universities, we do some kind of road shows, we do all these kind of to attract the right talent. We have a difficulty with the trainers, finding a suitable trainer, and the third difficulty would be jobs, trying to find a place where they believe in the caliber of the students that we graduate. And the fourth one would be the financial support for the program. We rely on our sponsors to fund the program. And these main four difficulties are what we face in Mutamahin, but we managed to every
Overcome
year.
them.
Yeah, 5 years now, and we're launching the sixth year now,
Edition,
right
yeah.
now. Registration is
Which is open now. The
Registration
and
is
the-
open.
And the program itself will start in
So
January.
how can
January,
they
January.
register? Let's just tell the students how
Yeah,
can they register?
They can register by just logging to the website, mutamahin.com, where they can just apply there. It's a very nice, friendly application form.
Okay.
They upload their documents, and that's it.
And the commitment is they're expected to commit every Saturday
Yeah.
Yes.
for, let's say,
10 to 12 weeks.
So
10 to
the
12 weeks.
program is two parts.
yeah.
The first part is the training, where
Yes.
it happens every Saturday. Different trainer will come to deliver different skill. For example, day one will be team building. Day two will be ethics. Day three will be presentation. So 12 days, 12 different sessions, 12 different trainers, high caliber trainers.
Different
So,
topics, yes.
Depending on your score in the end of the program, you will be your CV will be shared with the employers to do your interview with them. Successful candidates will have internship or job.
That's amazing.
Yeah, what happens is before, like when they try us, some employer tries the candidates, they offer internships. But the next time they offer full-time jobs.
Yes.
Like I can name one institution. I cannot name the institution,
Yes.
but the example is the year before they asked for 2 interns. The next year they hired six candidates,
that's amazing.
full-time jobs
Yeah.
from 2 interns. So you can see the caliber of
Yes.
the students.
And you can actually see the calibers. I think in the first round that we did in 2015, there was this one specific student I cannot forget. I remember this guy could not speak in public. I think the first time I met him, he couldn't even speak.
Yeah.
He was very shy. I said hello to him, and he was like quite shy.
Yeah.
At the end, he was giving the candidates
Amazing.
speech at the
The
end of
the graduation
the graduation
speech, yes.
speech at the end
That's amazing.
of the program, and it was just a clear verdict to us that this is
Well,
happening.
I wish we had such programs when I graduated from
I wish the
university.
same, yes.
But it's great what you're doing, and I'm really happy to have you here in the show.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you would like to add before we wrap up the segment?
I mean, I think given this is a volunteer society, everything is done through the sponsorship. I think Mutamahin is one of the programs where we really need the support of the sponsors on the island. I think there's a lot of institutions that have supported the society throughout the years, and we really appreciate their support. But we really are keen to get more sponsors, especially when it comes to Mutamahin.
Yes.
It's one of those programs that is not really related to the society, related to the CFA, not related to
Yes.
the designation, but it's our way of giving back to the community. And what we can give back is we can give back the guidance, we can give back the effort,
Experience.
the experience that we have in the program, but we always look towards our sponsors to support us financially.
Of course. Amen.
No, he said it all. Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us, and
It's-
all the
it's a
best in
pleasure.
your event on Saturday.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. We
you.
look forward to meeting you there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Viewers, don't go away. We'll be right back. There's no better way to celebrate a memorable occasion than pinning it. Inktribe is a Bahraini-based business that customizes pens and pill jars in the most artistic way. With us in the studio is Ms. Samar Boushehri. Welcome to Bahrain Today.
Hi,
Thank you for being here with us.
thank you.
So in the beginning, can you tell us more about your business?
Actually, it started as me being an artist. I've always dreamed of having my sketches on people. So it actually started when I did some customized temporary tattoos,
Okay.
which would usually stay around 7 to 8 days. And then I shifted and I focused on pens. So yeah, this is where I came with Inktribe.
Okay, so I was going to ask about the name. What does Inktribe represent? It represents those temporary tattoos,
Yes.
and
mostly-
you sketch them.
Yes, I do sketch them, and it started with tattoos, and then I focused more on the pens.
And you also provide other products like the pill jars.
The
So can you
pill
tell me
jars,
more
yes.
about that as well?
Actually, it's a new product, and I came up with like positive notes and the 50 reasons why I should be happy and so on. So it's basically 50 pills that would be in a jar. The customer would just open the pill and find the notes in it.
For a positive dose at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day or when you need it.
Yes.
And what do these pens represent to you right now? How do you customize them? Is there a story behind every pen?
Of course, there is a story behind every pen. Like I do pens for doctors mostly. I do for teachers as well as artists and other elements like the airplanes, the jars, and the others.
So are you telling a story when you're sketching your pens or coming up with an idea? You make sure that there's a story behind it that relates to a segment of the society.
Yes, and inshallah soon enough we'll be presenting the National Day pen as well.
We can't wait.
Inshallah by next week.
Okay. And what is the process for someone if they'd like to customize their own pen?
The clients basically provide us with the design, or we have a lot of clients that they don't even have the design.
Just the concept.
Yes, and then I give them my own designs as well, or the touches of the arts that I can put in, and we can go on with customizing the pens as well.
And how long would it take normally for the pens to get ready?
We have two types of pens. The first one is the hard pen, and the other one is the soft pen.
Okay.
The soft pen is more known as the embossed one, the soft one, and the hard pen is the metal one. This is a sample for the
for our show.
Yes.
I was going to ask about it because they told me you have something for us. So this is considered as a soft or
a soft pen,
soft pen.
Yes. And this is one of the customized pens that I have done it for a school.
Okay, so this is one of your customers.
This is the hard pens, yes.
This is the hard pens.
Yes.
So the difference is just the type, the material.
Yes,
so this is
exactly.
heavier than this one.
Yes.
Yeah. They're both really nice.
Thank
and
you.
How do you find the response of your customers when it comes to the pens and the temporary tattoos and the pill jars?
They are all positive vibe, positive
feedbacks and comments.
feedbacks, and yeah, mostly are positive feedbacks. And I always make sure that the design itself is exactly as the pen customized.
Yes. And did you face any challenges in the beginning when you started the business?
Of course, yes, I did. It was a bit headache, and it took me a lot to become like famous with Ink Tribe and get a lot of followers. That was the main issue.
Yes.
That would be called an issue, I guess.
But
yes,
you're doing a great job now.
But no, that would be a past issue, yes. But now I'm over it.
Great. And how
That's
did you
good now.
overcome it? You just focused on your content and providing, people what they want to see?
I believe that being unique with the content of how I present the pen itself and how I put them on Instagram, let's say on Instagram, I think this has a huge impact on like getting a lot of customers.
And do you regularly participate in events across the kingdom? What's the next event you're going to participate in?
I participated in 2 events, and inshallah soon enough I would be presenting in another event, inshallah.
Great. And what is your future plans for Ink Tribe?
I tried for details, so inshallah soon enough I would be introducing new items other than pens and pill jars or the
Temporary
tattoos
tattoos.
as well. Inshallah it's going to be a new product that
Great.
would be launched by the beginning of next year.
All the best. We wish you all the best.
Inshallah I would be really hoping in one day I would be having my own company.
Yes.
And my own shop.
You'll definitely do that.
Inshallah.
Bahraini youth have that in them. When they want something, determination is there, they can achieve anything.
Yes, and inshallah one of my biggest goals is to present the Bahraini talented youth. As I can see that a lot of Bahraini people, and especially the teenagers, are willing to open up their own businesses. They have a
Yes.
lot of ideas that can really come true. So I believe that, inshallah, if I would be having my own shop, I would also present their products as well.
Yes, that's really generous of you.
Thank you.
Thank
a
you
lot.
so much for being here. Thank you for the gift, and
Thank
we wish
you.
you all the best in the future.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Viewers, will be right back. That is all we have for you today. I would like to thank everyone who joined us today on our episode. If you have any inquiries or suggestions, please contact us on our Instagram account shown down below on the screen. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.